Aspyrian Reach is an adventure game that does not have a map, and it's your job to make it.
Aspyrian Reach is a third-person fantasy exploration game through the wilderness where you are a cartographer trying to map out land that hasn't been mapped before.
So the idea for this project started when we were looking at all the games out there and wanted to try something new with open world concepts.
So in Aspyrian Reach, you play as River. He is part of this guild of cartographers, and he's on his first assignment in Bravereach. And he is going out into this new town that's only been developed for about 6 to 9 months. And he's going to be exploring the area and using his skills as a cartographer to map out the whole area.
And the reason we went specifically for Aspyrian Reach was we haven't seen really any games out there aside from 1 or 2 small projects that delve into the idea of map creation. And so we thought we could take that in an interesting direction.
So working in a team this big is a totally new experience for all of us. Previous to this, it's just been class assignments. We're totally independent for the most part. So navigating a group dynamic was totally new.
We started the class and we got to see who we were working with, and we picked out our strengths and we just went from there. It's like I was the strongest in 2D, Jack was the strongest in coding, modeling, and he had the biggest perspective over video games, so we decided that he'd be best as the director.
At the start, we really struggled with trying to come up with a system for mapping that felt fun and engaging at all. And it's been something we bounced back and forth across for a long time. How to give the player enough information that they know what to do, but leave enough information there for the player to find out.
After the game idea was generated, then we kind of went through and made a list of every asset, mechanic, anything that we needed to put this game together. Casey and Kat are 3D modelers. They were key for getting the river model in and all of our monster models in.
I think the 2 most valuable things that I've pulled from the production studio experience has been learning how to look to the source of what people say rather than what they say at their face. So that's something we've seen time and time again through our pre-production and also through the playtest experience is sometimes people will say something and we need to look deeper than that to find the source of how to fix whatever issues there are. I think the second biggest thing I've learned from the production studio experience has been how to pull together people from very disparate skill sets into a cohesive team and how to work with everyone together to figure out all the steps that need to be taken to get to our finished game.
Funny enough, being a communications media major, communication has probably been the biggest thing.
I think the most rewarding part about creating this game has definitely been growing closer to the people I worked with. But I feel like through this process, I've gotten to know some really cool people, and I think call them my friends as well.
So Potions and Emotions is about our lead villain, Talia. She is trying to take over the world. She stumbles upon a town in a magical forest. We follow Talia and her decisions across the town.
Basically, you're acting as her conscience. You're trying to lead her in the right direction, but obviously she wants to go in a